Welcome, Kajo.
Thank
Are
you.
you hear me? Are you hear me loud and clear? Do you? Yes. Welcome
Yeah,
to Good
I
Radio
can't hear you.
Podcast. Yes.
Thank-
With years of experience, Google Radio has been broadcasting live 24/7, promoting culture and identity while empowering people to embrace their heritage and traditions across the nation. Google Radio, the voice of the future.
Yes. Welcome, Reggie. Can you please introduce yourself, please?
Okay, thank you so much for hosting me. My name is called Ricardo Julius Wani. Currently, I'm the FA president of Kajukeji Football Association. Thank you.
Uh, Ricky, can you please tell us a little bit about the? Yeah, just give my feedback of KGKG because a lot of generation is born in diaspora. They don't know where is KGKG located. You know the KGKG in South Sudan, in central Equatoria, but where the KGKG located? Just give a little bit map about it. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I think Kajukeji, of course, is located in the central Equatorial State, and it happens to be one of the 6 counties in the central Equatorial State. And Kajukeji is bordering Uganda, especially the northern part of Uganda, where it borders Yumbe district and Yumbe and Moyo district. So that is where Kajukeji is located.
Yeah, how many kilo between Juba to KGKG? How long take mile or kilo?
Yeah, I think from Juba to Kajukeji is around 75 miles. So those are the miles from Kajukeji to Juba, 75. And I think basically, if not because of the bad road conditions, someone can be able to drive from Juba to Kajukeji for maybe 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. But because the roads are in bad condition, because when someone intends to travel to Kajukeji or from Kajukeji to Juba, that person will definitely take up to maybe 6 to 7 hours. So it is, but of course, when you are going by plane, it is around 25 minutes already from Juba to Kajukeji. You find yourself
Yes, that.
in
Yeah,
Kajukeji.
that's fine. Can you please give us just a big picture about KGKG when you be in the city in KGKG, inside KGKG? How's KGKG look like? How many schools, hospital, market, churches, whatever? Just give us a little bit brief about the big picture about KGKG.
Yeah, Kajukeji generally is a beautiful land. I think for those one who have been to Kajukeji, they have really seen that Kajukeji is a very beautiful land. And I think before the 2016 crisis, you realize that Kajukeji was one of the best county, maybe in Central Equatoria and even in South Sudan, because people of Kajukeji, they are all, they are people who are welcoming and they really appreciate any other person. They don't disregard someone because he's not from Kajukeji. So at the moment, I think ever since the 2016 crisis happened, the number of people is not all that big compared to those years. But I think starting from last year, the number really is increasing, and I think by this year also the number keeps on increasing. And of course, when it comes to schools, at the moment I think we have a number of schools that are operating in Kajukeji, both primary and secondary school. And of course, the main hospital, I think in hospital we have Mundari. I think all the natives of, from Kajukeji know. I think that is the biggest hospital in Kajukeji. But I think we're also blessed to by then to have one of the NGO that came in and took over the hospital, that is MSF. And I think Kajukeji, but definitely when you pass by the hospital at night, you feel like Kajukeji is back to its previous years of glory. So all in all, Kajukeji is a beautiful land. And for those
Yeah,
one
absolutely.
who have never come to Kajukeji, I think maybe one day they also need come to Kajukeji and
Yes.
see the beauty of the nature.
Yes,
Thank you.
we shortly we're going to see the some half episode about a little bit KG. So before we go further, just I'm asking you about your education journey. I know you started in Uganda and then come to South Sudan. How you manage yourself until come back to your country back? How the journey take you?
Yeah, I think generally when it comes to education, it has not been an easy journey for me. We are born in during the civil war in the country, and of course most of the time we find ourselves in the camp. But I think and my parents, my dad, they didn't cross to Uganda to the refugee camp, but there is one of the smallest village in Kajukeji called Mojo Boma. That Boma is under Kangapo 1. And I think that is just a place which is around 5 miles away from Uganda. We were just at the border line. So by then there were no schools there. So what we have to go is to cross to Uganda, and it became like our daily activity every day. You wake up in the morning, you have to go, and of course the distance was also not. You have to move like for around 2 hours before you will be able to reach the school. But all in all, it has really been a very difficult journey for me. But I think what also helped me was, by then, being a young person, I was really someone who was passionate about football. And I think I started playing football when I was still young. So by the time when I was in primary two, I think because of my football, one of the school decided to take me, and that's when I was able to now cross to Uganda and start my educational journey while in Uganda. So that is how my journey has been, and it has been because of my football that really opened the doors for me, and I ended up studying, even studying in Uganda, in Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, simply because of football. So I just end up studying all in Uganda. Yeah.
Yes, this is beautiful. This is a very good story. Beautiful. Just tell me a little bit about the. You say you are the head of the football association in Kajukeji. Can you please tell us how many clubs there, how many different sport in Kajukeji? What type of sport do people play there?
Yeah, generally, briefly about the Kajukeji Football Association. This is the body that is responsible for governing all football activities within the county. And of course, the setting of South Sudan Football Federation is that the South Sudan Football Federation, that is the national body that regulates football in the entire country. And of course, under them, they have what we call the football association networks. And this football association, they report directly to the South Sudan Football Federation. And also under the football association, we have the sub local football association. Like for example, in Central Equatorial State, we have two mother association, which is the Juba Football Association and Yei Football Association. So those are the two current football association in the Central Equatorial State. And of course, the whole country has only 16 football association, and all others happen to be under those football association. So I think Kajukeji has been playing football for some good time, but it was unfortunate that Kajukeji has not been registered by then by the Football Federation. So Kajukeji tend to play all their games, within Kajukeji, and after the games, everything ends there. They don't go for national competition. They just play at the local, at the local level. So currently, Kajukeji has been registered as a football association, a football sub association, and now, of course, the association, like as I've said before, they are just responsible to see that football is being organized at the county level. So at the moment, you ask of the number of teams that have registered that are available in Kajukeji. Yes. So currently we have very many of them in KGKG. Like for example, last year we have a Christmas tournament where we had like around 16 teams that were able to compete. And then also we had like 6 teams, girls, that also took part in the Christmas tournament. And that was the first time that there was a formal a tournament being organized for for girls in Kajukeji. And it was really lovely last year. So far, as we're still upcoming association, we are also undergoing. We're trying to ensure that we're able to put everything in place so that we can be able to comply with the South Sudan football regulation. And I think there was a recent transfer window that was open where we also asked our clubs in Kajukeji to register themselves so that they can be affiliated to the South Sudan Football Federation. And I think we had registered the teams that have been officially been registered. There are around 14 teams. That is for the boys, and then for the girls, there are 5 teams that also officially registered. So far, meaning we have 90 teams, both male and female, that have been officially registered by the Kajukeji Football Association, and as well as they are also going to be affiliated to the South Sudan Football Association. So what it means is that these teams that have been registered, they are eligible now to compete, at the national stage. Meaning, maybe from next year onwards, we can be able to send a team, to Juba to compete at the national, national league or even the South Sudan Cup. So basically, that is all about the Kajukeji Football Association. And I think I came on this role 2 years ago. It has really not also been an easy. It has not been an easy journey for me.
Yes, it's very hard.
Coming up. Yeah, it is really not easy. But I think with the the love that the community has for football has really made it easier for us as an FA to at least put things in the right direction. So that is how we're moving. And yeah, that is all about the Kajukeji football.
Yes,
association.
Okay, Joe, the thing is, just only what type of sport there? Because you're talking in general, I don't understand. Maybe you mean basketball, you mean football, you mean what type of sport in Kajukeji, please?
Yeah, I think now, particular at the moment, we are only concentrating with football. With football, but it doesn't mean that we are not able to have some of the events. But it is just simply because of, like for example, when you talk of basketball, netball, these are all things that need the facilities to also be, to be in place. But because of the challenges that we had at the moment, we are not able to, to also expand our sports to other areas. But football, just what I'm trying to clear the ground, and life goes on. So at the moment, it is football that mostly the youths are being, they are taking it seriously. And I think that is generally in South Sudan. You'll find out that in South Sudan, generally it is.
Yes. All right, as our colleague. Yes, I know there is a disturbing little bit. So let's go to short break. Let's go to see this episode from KGKG as well. Team in KGKG. I think you're going to explain to us.
We'll win.
Yes, I think they have a training or something like that. This is the only team in Kajukeji. Or hello, Ricardo, are you hear me? I think it's offline. We still continue from Google Radio podcast. We saw this episode, so maybe something disturbing with sound. We can communicate with Ricardo. Okay, can you tell me, please? This is the only team there. This is the first team. Are you hear me?
No. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. I saw this group of of the player, they make some training or something like that. Which they name the club? The club called KJKJ something, or what is the name?
No, that team is called. They call themselves Romogi City. I think
How many club? How many club?
Romogi
How many
City.
club? Yeah.
Yes, like as I said before, we have many clubs, but the one that have officially been registered, around
Mhm.
16 of them. Those are the ones that have officially registered with the FA.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, what about the ladies? It's told me that there is a female as well team there.
yeah, we have female team. Like I had said before, in last year we had organized a Christmas tournament uh, for the male, but also we felt like it is good that our girls are also able to to be engaged, because this Christmas tournament, by the way, it has been a tradition in Kajukeji. Every year December there's always the Christmas tournament, and this is a tournament that always take people back home to celebrate the Christmas. People from
Mhm.
Juba, even in the refugee camp, they tend to come to Kajukeji simply because of this tournament. So last
Okay.
year, when we included these girls to also take part in in the tournament, though it was the first time that they were able to participate. So we had like 6 teams that were able to participate in the tournament, and really it was one of the most exciting tournament that me personally have ever witnessed, and also we really got a very good feedback from the community
Yeah.
regarding that that tournament. Though it was not an easy one at the start, because culturally, or in our culture, many people believe girls are not supposed to be playing football. Football is only meant
Yeah.
for
That issue.
boys. But
Mhm.
at some point we have to, we have to be moving up to home, trying to convince parents of how important it is for these young girls to
Yeah.
take part in this tournament. So at the
Mhm.
end, they were able to to also to encourage their girls to take part in the tournament. And I think that tournament for girls actually tends to be the most interesting one for than the one for the boys, though it was the first time. And I think from that tournament, we were able to produce one lady who was strictly called to the national team of South Sudan. And I
Uh,
think it was this
yes.
year.
I'm asking you. There is a with under 16, under 20, under something like that, or just all of them together.
Yeah, at the moment we're playing. I think at the moment they're all playing together, because we would love to have.
Which under level of age?
I think from 13 years above, because even I have seen
Mhm.
girls, I have seen especially for the girls, I have seen a 12-year-old girl, playing with the senior team,
Mhm.
and socially doing well. So at the moment, I think we have not yet categorized, but of course,
Mhm.
we have a plan of also introducing a league for the young ones, and under
Yeah.
16, under 15, or even under 12. But that will be in the future.
Yeah, I think this be fantastic. Let's go to short break, and then we're coming back.
From the heart of the world, are you listening and enjoying Google Radio? No matter what, keep your faith and values. Keep your trust and empathy. Google Radio, the voice of future.
Yes, thank you very much. We come back again before we handing our program, because it's very beautiful to know about KGKG, the football association in KGKG. Just I want to tell our audience, this is Ricardo is the part of is the head of the KGKG association, football association. So he's organized a lot of things, very fantastic. I'll just ask our community here, especially the Coco community, all over the world. Please, can you support this team there? Support his office, because he need more support. Because this is a time for support. We need to encourage our children to play uh, football in KGKG, particularly in KGKG and South Sudan in general as well. Okay, let's go to see this happy soda, another happy soda thing. There's like a party or something for the group people watching soccer or something like that, or football. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yes, beautiful. What is this? The people celebrating or what? I think this is very good. Look, Adungu and all these things. This inside KGKG, isn't it? Yeah. Um, yeah. What I'm saying, this is a beautiful episode. So people dancing and people this the culture issue. The people dancing the Adungu or all these things. People are very happy. I don't know. This is in KGKG or where? Where about it? Where about it? All right, our colleague, we have a difficult communication because for some reason maybe network in Juba is not it's not okay. Well, we just pushing to talk to him with this way because I don't know exactly. Are you hear me there?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. Can you tell me, please, the people dancing, play Dungu and all this stuff? This is the party for what? Go ahead. Inside the KGKG, isn't it?
That is the beauty of football. That is the beauty of football. And I think that happens to be during the finals of the Christmas tournament. So I think there were a group of fans who came to cheer up their team. And of course, that is how fans do their thing in Kajukeji. And sometimes when you come to Kajukeji, and if there's a football match, sometimes even you end up not watching the game, you end up joining the Adubo group. So I think that is a group of fans from one of the village called Jalimo. So by then I think that they weren't playing in the finals, so they were trying to to entertain their players. That's why even in the song you can listen, you can hear that they are mentioning the name of those players who were playing. And I think as a footballer, when they always hear their name being cheered, it definitely increases their morale of playing the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Icardi, before we're handing with you, just I need to give you nearly 1 minute. You need to talk to Kuku community all over the world, and then what support you need from them to support your club there. Go ahead. And then the first one is speak English, and second, talk the Kuku language as well. No worries.
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity once again. I think to all my community, those ones who are abroad, and also anyone else who love football, I think my only call is that I think this is the right time for us to come together and try to support this kind of initiative. We have all been crying for peace. We want to see that there is peace in the country. We want to see that everyone is happy, and we believe that football is one of the tools that can be able to bring people together and unite people. So let's stand up to support this initiative, not only in Kajukeji, but in any other part of South Sudan. We need to come out and support, and particularly to my community now. Kan tuge tenate Roman Kotali, Kalagoi Gagulong, Karen Kwesana Kaju Julius, so Nando Metagua Tikura Kajukejo, and I think Kuralo Medanamde Ajonda Busan Parik kan di community yo. So modo padonamde inade katani. Modo hata mana ide anabutang do ponda do support to say that Kuralo malutu president Parik taro ne pata mo ke ini nedingit tabo kata hotel lo kami di ponda mede ide lan ata mede namde untuk ban mede hodo ponda ra sedaya. So hoilo tinda support I baiti kurana ni bodi moji kam jore long kalau point camp konda because dengan tampil ada kau mau kura jen kule kalau konda mini camp konda kura they play bira who play the board but kule akalo tu mini juba tu kajukeji kura so nya kule matu kura lo jana untuk juara parik so hantu kita ada parik hata ho page nyam Facebook page yana kajukeji local football association, so you can be able to follow up. And then in case kalau ada honena ada bawa texting immediately through that page, and then the media team will also be able to, they will be able to reach out to you. So Simon, thank you so much really for hosting me. I think it has really been, it has been a great pleasure for me to be hosted here, and I hope my people who are in Australia, maybe they have gotten us in this conversation. And also, I will request you again to pass my message to the Kajukeji community in Australia that they really need to come and support, their community back home, the Kajukeji, for them, so that when they're coming, they will be able to come and find out that their people are all in the ground. But it doesn't make sense that when they want to come to Africa, and there's no one in Kajukeji. So it is our collective responsibility for us to see that we can rebuild Kajukeji as a county. So thank you so much, Simon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Julius. I'm very proud with you. Before we finish our talk, just was ورسوا بيعرب بتجربة للناس بتاعنا على قاس معنا، وأنا كمان بشكر لأنه أنا أعمل برنامج بالمناسبة بتاع إنه فوتبول أسوسيشن بتاع كاجيكيجي، وطبعا ده جوليس كاجو جوليس هو طبعا هو ده أول chairman وزول مسؤول بتاع فوتبول أسوسيشن في كاجيكيجي، عشان كده هو داير وري طبعا وري النشاطات اللي هم عملوا في كاجيكيجي. يعني activity اللي هم عملوا في كاجيكيجي، لكن هم بيدوا their best علشان كيف إنه كل community يكون more active في مجال بتاع سبورت. زي ما عندنا ونسو وقالينه أتانو في بنات كمان دي enjoy في فوتبول، وده كويس خالص لنا كمان كcommunity، بالذات عندنا الناس community البرا يعني الموجودين في الدياسبرا whatever، كان الناس يحاولوا support الناس في all South Sudan، وكمان ونسو إنه لcommunity بتاع كوكو الموجودين في أستراليا الموجودين whatever القايمين right now في لايف ستريم كليتو هاول كمان تميدو سبورت لمكتب توتو الموجود في كيجي سن كيف كان فوتبول اسوسيشن سن اكتيف يكون in the good future. Ricardo, thank you very much for your time with us today on Google Radio. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
You are listening to Google Radio 24/7. From morning to evening, every day. It's the best traditional culture and entertainment radio online. You can download from Google Player or App Store. Google Radio, the voice of future.